I think, if I'm being honest about it, I think there were some guys that were upset about roles last year, and I think that took a toll on our football team. So you need guys that bring great energy every day. I think from a coaching standpoint, role clarity is key. So we got to obviously do a better job communicating with our players. Hey, here's your role, and if you're unhappy about your role, it's on you to do something about that, to carve out a bigger role on this football team. But the buy-in is absolutely critical. Getting guys in there that are juiced, that are ready to go to work each and every day is going to be critical for us.
Are some of those guys no longer on your team?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into each individual, but I just think it's an overall, at least the overall philosophy that I have for our football team.
Do you think that had something to do with the NFLPA report regarding your respect for players?
I'm sure that had something to do with it, but I try not to. You kind of take that with a grain of salt. Certainly, you don't want to just dismiss that stuff. You got to look into it. I feel pretty confident with my conversations with the majority of our players, but certainly some guys felt a certain type of way. And the one thing I've learned in this business is you can't please everybody. You can't be all things to all people, and ultimately, you got to make decisions that you feel are in the best interest of your football team. But I would never, if anybody wants to, whether it's a staff member, player, or anybody else within our organization that has something for me, I'd be crazy not to listen to it. I think that you have to. Great leaders are great listeners, but it doesn't mean we're always going to do what that person suggests. It's impossible.
What did you make of that? Because we've never seen that in the NFLPA report.
What do you mean?
About the respect for players thing. We've never seen that in past iterations. What did you make of that?
I don't feel that way, but unfortunately some guys did, and so that tells me I got to do a better job of communicating, and it goes back to the relationship piece. I think it's so critical. I think we always talk about connected teams are powerful teams, and we've got to grow that connection. So certainly that's been a topic of conversation within our building of how do we get these guys a little closer, because the more they know each other, I think the more they're going to battle for one another, and although they may be competing within a certain position, but they're going to help each other grow and ultimately be better individual players, which should help our collective football team.